So as drummers, it's our responsibility to hold the groove and hold the time. And we want to try and maintain a consistent tempo in most situations. The reality is that a lot of times we end up playing with musicians whose sense of time is not that great. Okay? Typical example, maybe you're in a band and the bass player has really good time, but the guitar player rushes like crazy. So you kind of have to develop a sort of selective hearing. So in that situation, I would kind of focus in on the bass player and try to ignore the guitar player. Okay, and this approach seems to work for me, and it seems to work for other drummers that I've talked to as well. It's particularly important in the studio, if you're recording live in the studio, because it's going to tape, and you want to make sure that the tempo is solid. Okay, so anyway, I developed this sort of 2 metronome exercise to sort of help you work on this selective hearing concept. So what I've done is I have a metronome over here on my left ear, and I got a metronome here on my right ear. The one on the left here is set at 90 beats per minute. The one on the right is set at 89 beats per minute. They both have a similar click sound. They are slightly different, and the volumes are pretty much the same on each one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start one, and I'm going to start the other in sequence with the other one. And then I'm going to just listen to, for now I'll just listen to this one on my left side, okay? And I'm going to listen to this, and I'm going to play the time of this metronome on my left side. The one on my right, obviously, is going to start going out of time because it's a different tempo. And basically what I need to do is ignore that and really focus on this one, okay? So this is what it's like. And I'll just use our basic beat for this to demonstrate. Okay, so I kind of played through one round, okay? They started at the same time, and then you could hear that this one, slowly fell off, and then it came back around again, okay? So you do that, and then switch, okay? Keep the same setup, but play with the metronome on your right, and ignore the one on your left, okay? And if you work on this exercise enough times, you'll sort of develop this kind of selective hearing, which will come in really handy when you're playing with musicians that don't have that great a time, which is pretty much inevitable.